It's the end of September. I suspect I'm going to be shocked at the end of every month for the rest of my life because I'm just amazed at how fast time is going. But here we are at the end of the month, and I wanted to share some of the products that I've been really enjoying this month. Why don't we start off with what's on my lips right now, so that we can get the full effect of it. So this is one of the glitter flips from Ciate. This is the shade Infamous. So it comes in a tube like that. I ordered mine off of Sephora. I love the packaging, the glitter lid. I missed out on the Mariah Carey MAC thing. Not particularly a Mariah Carey fan, although frankly the clips I've seen of her recent concerts are hysterical. Like, she gives zero fucks. Like, it's hilarious. She's practically asleep on the stage. Anyways, I wanted one of the lipsticks. I wanted one of the MAC lipstick bullets with glitter, non-stop glitter. Wasn't even wild about the colors, I just wanted the glitter. But anyways, back to the Ciate lipstick. It's a liquid lipstick. It's got a doe foot applicator. It's got like a little bit of a groove in it, which is kind of nice because then it just hugs the curves of your lips. And it applies evenly. I didn't notice any patchiness with this shade. And then the cool thing with this is that if you let it dry down completely, I think they recommend 1 to 2 minutes, and then you press your lips together. It'll zoom you in. You can see a bit of the glitter already, and then when you press your lips together, even more glitter. And I'm not seeing any fallout on my face. It doesn't feel sticky, it doesn't feel gritty, and even more. So they say, like, apparently the more you press your lips together, the more glitter you're gonna get, although I'm sure it caps out at some point. Wow, that's the wrong way. So I am enjoying this, and I'm finding that it is rather long wearing as well, which kind of surprised me. I thought it might just be really gimmicky, and yeah, you'd get some glitter and then all of a sudden it would just start flaking off everywhere and just be a hot mess, but it dries down. Like, it's transfer proof. Like, there's nothing on my hand there, and it does have some really good lasting power. And I've noticed that when I remove it, I don't end up with glitter like all over my face either, which is kind of nice. You know, sometimes you remove one glitter product and it just kind of smears. The Just Peachy Mattes palette from Too Faced. I love this thing. I really, really do. Here's the shades here. It's got nice warm toned shades. They're all mattes, as the name would imply. They blend beautifully. They don't fade throughout the day. It smells delightful. It smells nothing like the Sweet Peach palette. I personally cannot stand the smell of that one. It just smells so chemically and artificial. This one is supposed to be infused with peach and sweet fig cream. I have no idea what sweet fig cream is, but I love the smell of it. If you watched my cobalt eye tutorial, you'll see at one point where I had an embarrassingly dirty brush. What I should have done is cleaned it, and the cleaner that I love is the Cinema Secrets Makeup Brush Cleaner. It says professional grade, quick drying, rinse free. I bought mine in a little kit. Well, I bought a sample sized and it came with this. I think you can buy the little container, I guess. It just says Cinema Secrets on the top. It's just aluminum. I think you can buy it separately. And that's what I did, and then bought the larger bottle. I believe this bottle was, I want to say 40? Was it $40? It does have a bit of a smell to it, and sometimes, I mean, don't huff it like I just did. So don't stick your nose in it, but it does have a bit of a scent that can linger on the brushes. They are very quick drying. You don't have to leave them out overnight. Well, I'm going to insert video that I took earlier of me washing some brushes, just to show you how quick and how effective it is. All you do, you pour a little bit of it into this tin. You don't have to fill it. You don't even have to do halfway. And then they say, like, you dip your brush in. You don't have to submerge the whole brush. You just sort of put the tips of it in, and then it kind of sucks the product up. And you can even notice already, like especially with like foundation brushes, you can see it already starting to break the product down the instant it touches it. And then I just lay out some paper towels stacked on top of each other, and then you just kind of wipe the brush back and forth. You'll see all the product come off, and your brushes are almost instantly clean. Like the brush that takes like a couple of tries to do are really densely packed brushes. This is a Morphe G6. So this one I use for foundation and sometimes for concealer, sort of patting it out. So it is very densely packed. So I usually have to wash this one twice. And this was after 2, and I see no product lingering behind. And the brushes are soft because you don't have to rinse it, because they don't dip all the way into the product. You're not really risking loosening up in the ferrule. I'm going to call it a ferrule, and if I'm wrong, oh well, life will go on. But I think that's what it's called. Here's one that I only did one go round on. This is the Morphe M439, which again is, I use this for my foundation today. So there's just a little bit on the outsides, but this is like, it's a big brush and it's really densely packed. So I'm really impressed that there's just that little, just on the sides left over. The only problem is if you store it on its side, it can leak out a little bit, which is what has happened here. And I can't, like, this won't just dissolve with water. It's kind of gummy now. So just find a place where you can store it standing upright and you're good to go. And this is another one of my favorites. I mentioned this briefly in one of my other videos, but this is the makeup sponge from Shop Miss A. This was $1. This is damp right now. I just washed it with the makeup remover because it did have quite a bit of foundation built up on it. But this was $1. It is bouncy. It has not peeled apart. It withstands use, which is good. Withstands cleansing. It basically doubles in size when you get it wet. I reach for this over my Beauty Blender, and I reach for it over my Real Technique sponge that I have as well. It's just a great little sponge. So another lip product that I've been loving this month is from Maybelline. It's one of the Color Sensational lipsticks. This one is in shade 235 called Warm Me Up. It's just a nice pink, pinky brown nude sort of shade. I'll do a swatch here. There you can see it there. It's reminiscent of the shade Brave from MAC. So this one is Brave here, and this one is Warm Me Up. Brave has a bit more pink to it, where Warm Me Up has a little bit more mauve to it. It's comfortable on the lips. It goes with pretty much any makeup look that you're wearing, and it's just easy to touch up on the fly. So another product that I've just been loving for ages, ever since I picked it up, and I've mentioned it I think in a couple of videos now, is the Stila Heaven's Hue highlighter in the shade Kitten. It's, oh, there's a little bit of glare. Here's what the highlighter looks like in the pan. It's sort of a champagne-y kind of color, and it honestly, it just feels like silk. Like, it is so soft. It's absolutely beautiful. Like, there's, okay, focus on the hand. Come on, you can do it. There we go. And then I'll do a swatch there. So I love this on the cheeks. It's not what I'm wearing today, although that would have been a good idea. But check other videos because I've been wearing it in all of those, I believe. Pretty sure. And I really like it on the inner corner as well for a highlight there. And it even goes nicely on the eyelids. So it's not glittery, it's metallic but not overbearing. They do have another one, I can't remember the shade name. If I can find it, I'll put it somewhere on the screen, but it's almost like a duochrome sort of shade, and once Shoppers Drug Mart has their redemption event, I will be picking that one up then. Milk Makeup. This is one of their eye pigments in the shade Peep Show. This is just one of those easy one and done shades. It's sort of a pewtery kind of color right there, and I will just, like, these are, they pack a punch. And they do dry down so they're not transferring all over the place. There it is there. It's gorgeous. It's so pretty. So they do dry down so they're not going all over the place, but they still give you enough time to work with them so that you can blend them out. I have tried to layer shadows on top of it, and I find that they get a little grabby, so they don't blend very well on top. I have another one that has like, it's more pink, but this one I just absolutely love. I don't know what's going on with them. They did have a full range of shade colors on the Sephora website, the Canadian Sephora website, and now they're down to a couple, and the last time I checked they were like, product not found. So I'm not sure if they've been discontinued or discontinued in Canada or what the dealio is, because they're not a very old product, which is, I hope they're not discontinued, because there's a shade called Mermaid or Mermaid Tail, Mermaid Dream, Mermaid, some mermaid bullshit, I don't know what it's called, but it's like a bright green and it's gorgeous, and clearly I should have picked it up when I had the chance. Last product, guys, YSL. Horrifically expensive. These things are 42 Canadian each. Like it hurts my soul how expensive these are, but I love them. These are the new, oh Jesus, Tatouage Couture Matte Stain. If I'm butchering that, even though I'm Canadian, I wasn't born with like an innate ability to speak French, so please forgive me. These just recently launched on the Sephora website, and I love them. The thing that first drew me to them was the applicator, because it was sort of unique, like nothing I had seen before. So stop focusing on me. There we go. So there's the applicator there. It is sort of like a doe foot material, but it kind of moves around a little bit, but it's nice. Like there's a nice precise edge on it. They're a very thin consistency without being watery, so they're not running around, they're not bleeding, they're not feathering, but it's certainly not moussey. When they dry, it feels like there's nothing on your mouth. They don't get gloopy, like they don't bunch up, they don't flake off. You can get very good wear out of them. I want to say that they claim about 8 hours. I can't say that they last 8 hours, but most lipsticks that claim 8 hours don't last 8 hours. A good 4 to 5 hours, and even at that, you can get away with it. This is shade number 7. It's just a beautiful neutral pink, brown, everyday kind of shade. And then I have the shade 19, which is like a pinky purple. It's not quite fuchsia. On camera it's showing a little bit more pink than it is. It's got like a bit more of a purple undertone than what it's showing here without being like a straight up purple. They do have a scent to them. I like the scent, but if you are sensitive to smells, this is not the product for you. Like, it doesn't smell like fruit, it doesn't smell like a flower, it just doesn't smell like baked goods. It smells like straight up perfume. Like I would rub this on my neck and away I go. The smell dissipates. I mean, I can't say that I walk around half an hour later I can still smell my mouth. Is that number 19. And this is after rubbing it fairly aggressively with like a micellar water, and it has stained my hand. It helps to show sort of what the lasting power can be. So anyways, guys, those are my favorites for this month. I'd love to hear what yours are. So leave them in the comments below and let me know what you're loving and what I need to try out, because you can never have too much makeup, right? Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. If you like this kind of video, please give me a thumbs up. Let me know what your thoughts are, and hit the subscribe button. Okay, bye for now. I'm kind of like a rodent. Like as soon as something is sparkly, I'm like, must have. My precious. Wow, I'm gonna have a headache. Okay, that was colossally dumb of me. Don't stick your nose in the bottle. Like you can't even really can't finger it properly. So inappropriate.